bit absent from YouTube lately. Turns out I can't handle the video making when I spend most of my hours a day in school. Which is great, by the way, but that's a different story. I'll tell that some other time. Me and my dad went to England about a week ago, and I hope you don't mind me telling you about it now, because I will. Go to England for a great amount of time now and just look around, so when my dad suggested that we go for a weekend, I was more than pleased. So we got on that plane, cruised over the clouds, and landed in England on Friday evening. Rented a car and went right down to Brighton, which was the first stop. Most of the cities were my choices. Brighton was one of them. So after a good night's sleep in Brighton, we parked the car right by the hotel and went on about a 15-20 minute walk into the town centre near the pier and everything to check a couple of things out. I found my very first Primark, and as you can tell, did a little bit of too much shopping. We also checked out the Brighton Museum and Art Gallery, which was nice, and it felt more validated that I was taking time off of school when I started looking at art. We walked on the stony beach and also took a long, nice stroll up and down the pier, which was very nice. Got distracted by some birds, some rides, and I got one of these. A Despicable Me. We left Brighton pretty early on Saturday, about 4 or 5 p.m, because we had a lot of places to visit and not so much time to do it in. On our way to Botley, the second stop on our trip, where my dad has some friends, we stopped in a little town called Arundel to visit a castle, which unfortunately was closed, but the town was very nice. And I thought the name sounded really familiar until I realized that I was thinking of Arundel from Frozen. But yeah, it was a great little town, and we found the most adorable bookshop there, in which I could have spent hours. Sadly, we didn't have the time. We spent the night in Botley, and on Sunday we went to this camp where my dad worked when he was about 17 years old, so maybe 39 years ago or something. Well, I've heard many stories about this place and seen a lot of photos, and it was cool to see something that my dad experienced when he was younger than I am now. And just looking around at it, it was very beautiful, and it had the most British name I have ever heard, Fairthorne Manor. After Fairthorne, we went to this beautiful place called Salisbury Cathedral, where I sat down in the grass for a while and just sketched up the whole thing. It's beautiful, really large old cathedral. I really loved England and all these beautiful old buildings. It was nice. And after Salisbury, we did one of the two things I was most excited about during this whole trip. We saw Stonehenge. You always see a lot of pictures of Stonehenge, and it's not the most thrilling thing to see a couple of boulders in a picture. But being there and really looking at it, it was so cool. I sat down and did some watercolor paintings of it, and we stayed for quite some time, so when we finally left at about 6 p.m, there was not a lot of people there, so we could just look at it in all its glory. We stayed at a lovely hotel in Bath that evening, which was also one of my picks. I've seen beautiful pictures and videos of Bath, and I wanted to check it out. And it really was as glorious as I imagined it. Beautiful old buildings. We saw the Roman baths, which was lovely. Had to fight the urge to dip my fingers in the water though, even though other people around the circle was doing it. I'm proud to say that I did not poke my finger in that warm water. We also did one of those hop-on, hop-off bus tours and went all tourist around the city so we could check everything out. And I really liked it. After seeing Bath, we made our way to the final stop and my second favorite in this trip, which is the Oakley Court in Windsor. If you don't know what the Oakley Court is, it's this old glorious Victorian Gothic manor, which is now a hotel, where they shot a bunch of movies like the Rocky Horror Picture Show or that old Dracula movie with Christopher Lee and Brides of Dracula and other movies. And I've seen pictures of it, I've seen some movies where it's in, and it's always so beautiful, and it was. We got there pretty late and decided to have dinner there, which was glorious. It was the most fancy dinner I've ever had, and way too much food. It was a 3-course thing, and they also gave us bread and appetizers and everything, and I had food up to here when I was done, but it was lovely, and I really enjoyed seeing it. It was right by the River Thames, so we got to see that up close, and beautiful. I also recognized some of the shots from Rocky Horror in there, and it was really cool to just see it all. Check it out. On Tuesday it was time to go home, but we did have some hours to kill, so we went to Windsor Castle and checked that out. It was glorious, really big. Sadly couldn't film or take photographs in there though, which is something I'm pretty sad about because it was beautiful. So many glorious paintings and gold and nice carpets and nice walls. And I have this strong feelings towards gold and shiny things, and it was just everywhere. And I really wanted some pictures of it to have in my memory, but I'll just have to go back. And after that, it was pretty much it. We went to a little park, saw some squirrels and bunnies, and then went on the plane and went home. Really happy with the trip overall. I got to see what I wanted to see, got to do what I wanted to do. Now I just have to go back and see London again.
Under attack.
Okay, thank you for bearing with me through that. Thank you for watching. I hope I will see you soon. Sorry about not making a lot of videos lately. There will be more soon. Links in the description to Twitters and Instagrams and stuff. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. That would be lovely. And I'll see you soon. Bye!